What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Pop Up Podcast with your boy segaman. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? What's going on? Hope everybody's doing well. It's like 10 a.m. I tried to make this earlier. I think I did it wrong. I think I pushed the wrong button on here, you know, uh, on StreamYard. But what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing out here in the gaming community, man? How is everybody doing, man? I hope everybody's doing well. It's your boy Sega Man back with another pop up podcast, that I do in the mornings or mid morning. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll do it earlier than this. Graphic God, what's up, brother? I want to let you know something, Graphic God. The next time you definitely have Retro Renegades, I want to be on. I'm sorry that I couldn't make it before. What's up, Tony? Anthony Chipmunk, how you doing, man? How's it going out here? Hope everybody's doing well, man. I'm glad you guys can come and chop up a little bit of game with me this morning. I might just be on here for about an hour. Not going to be too long because I have to go to work. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you out here, man. There's something, Graphic God, and it's tonight. Is it tonight? Listen, I'm going to be at work. Send me the link. I can go through Google Chrome on my phone. If I have to go through Google Chrome, I can do that, Graphic God. I'll have my earbuds with me, but I'm just going to come in for a little while and talk to you guys for a little bit and salute you, Graphic God. I appreciate everything you do in the gaming community, man, with the gamer picks and everything. You have a great talent and art form. I really appreciate you, Graphic God. Would you say we are playing the best of 2014 on Xbox? Yes, I would like to be part of that. I'd like to come in and talk to you guys, Graphic God. So send me a link. You can send it through me through Facebook. You can send it through me through Instagram. I can come in and join. Like I said, I can go through Google Chrome. Sometimes I have little problems with my phone when I join on my phone, Graphic God. But I want to be there. So if you can, brother, send me a link. I'll get the notification, and I'll come on for a little bit because I'm at work. I just want to come on for a little bit, salute you, say hi to the crew, and different things like that. So invite me, man. I would like to come. I really would. But you know what, guys? I had a good show with Unlimited Productions, my brother, about the Hi-Fi Rush thing going to other systems, and I don't believe that's going to come true. But the most important part about that is I also talked to my brother Hebot about it on the phone the other day, and I have to agree with Hebot on some things. I hope Phil Spencer and Aaron Greenberg and those guys are not going to go um, against their word by saying that no more games. I got it. I got your. I just got your. I just got your text, Graphic God, on Instagram. I see it on my watch. So yeah, that'll be cool. I just got it now. If you heard the notification, brother, I just got it. Lad, what's up, brother? How are you, man? How's it going, man? Thank you for shouting out my chat, brother. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you. I just got it, Graphic God. So I want to be part of that tonight, my man. Just send me a link, man. I just want to come in, shout you out, say hi to everybody, see what you guys are playing, different things like that. Just want to come and give you some support, man, because you support us out here in the Xbox gaming community. So yeah, I definitely want to be a part of that. But guys, we have to talk about this a little bit. Um, I hope that they're not going to do that because it wasn't a point then for our brother Unlimited to make his podcast. I just hope that's not going to happen. I truly believe in my heart if they said that there's no more games going out to any other platform, I 99% believe them, but there's always that 1%. They have a lot of people out there that are making videos about it and stuff like that. I'm kind of ignoring that, making podcasts about it. I know maybe they're just trying to capitalize on it and just start more toxicity out here in the Xbox gaming community. So I honestly don't believe that Hi-Fi Rush is going to go to any other platform. I believe it's going to stay on Xbox. It deserves to stay on Xbox. It's an Xbox exclusive, and it should stay in-house. It should not go to any other platform. Okay, and some of these guys out here that are crybabies out here in the Xbox gaming community, which is a shame, is worrying about stuff like that. Okay, so hopefully I honestly believe that this is not going to happen. That's one thing that needs to stop happening. Okay. And like they said, it's not going to happen no more. PlayStation and Nintendo exclusives, right, guys? They stay on there. You're not going to see Mario Brothers unless it's modded somehow. You're not going to see it come in day and date in Game Pass. You're not going to see God of Swords come in day and date, in Game Pass. You're not going to see that. Okay, it's just not going to happen. Okay, so I just honestly don't believe that that's going to happen. You know what I mean? Because if they were to do that, they would. I mean, that would really make them look pretty bad, right, guys? If they were to do that, it would make them look bad. You know what I mean? Do not put our exclusive or the games that were supposed to be on Xbox on any other system. They just need to stay here. Because for one big reason, why is that, guys? Xbox guys and girls buy and support games that are on Xbox. Okay, if you go to put them on them other platforms, especially PlayStation, nobody's going to buy it. You know why? Because it was on Xbox first. That's why they won't buy it. You might get a couple of people, to maybe a handful of people that might buy it, but the majority of the PlayStation trolls and PlayStation, they're not going to buy it. Okay, Switch owners are probably not going to buy it either. You know what I mean? So it needs to stay over here. Keep our exclusives exclusive over here. Okay, because you're never going to see none of their games on Xbox. Okay, and a couple other things too. Sometimes out here in the gaming community, I don't like some of the things that people are saying. This is my opinion. Ultimate Game Pass is the best value for your buck, okay? The PlayStation Spartacus, the PlayStation Plus cannot compare to Ultimate Game Pass. You have some people on here that say that Ultimate Game Pass games on there are garbage and that they're trash. They're not. Please don't say that. If you don't like indie games, that's fine, okay? But you got to remember one thing, okay? A lot of indie games that come into Game Pass is to help developers to become big like a coalition, to become big like 343 Studios. That's where they get their start, okay? These guys out here and women that create games is for us, okay? Be respectful, okay? Don't just come out here and say that there's a lot of trash games on Ultimate Game Pass when there's not, okay? Because that's not true, all right? So please don't come out here and say that. Because one thing that I will say, PlayStation Spartacus is not better than Game Pass, okay? If you're a true gamer, you would know this. And one of the reasons why it's not is because you do not get day and date games in PlayStation Spartacus or Asparagus, whatever. You don't get that. PlayStation Plus is not a better subscription than Ultimate Game Pass. It's just not. Okay? It's not. It's not. It honestly isn't. You know what I mean? And for people to come out here and say stuff like that, it's just wrong to do. If you haven't played the game, you don't own an Xbox, I don't think you have a right to have Xbox in your mouth, about the games. That's just very disrespectful. These are people that need to eat like you, need to pay bills like you, have a family like you. And to be disrespectful to their games and just call them trash is ridiculous. All right? It's ridiculous. All right? Let me read some of the comment sections that my chat is putting in here, man, real quick. So let's give a shout out to our brother, Graphic God. Happy New Year to you too, Graphic God. Happy New Year to you, Tone, Chipmunk, Anthony Chipmunk. Happy New Year's to you guys. Lad, Happy New Year's, brother. How are you, man? Thanks for the shout outs, man. What's up, Viking? How you doing, brother? Bruh, he says, bruh, these rumors are such BS. Xbox putting their games on other platforms would defeat the purpose of these acquisitions. Getting people to buy your platform and products, rumors make no sense. I couldn't agree with you. More, Viking Lord. I totally agree with you, man. And the thing is that I think a lot of the Xbox community, Viking, I think a lot of Xbox community, brother, I think they just, some of them are very weak out here. It's been going on since 2013, Viking. It's been going on. Okay, I'm not saying that Xbox doesn't make any mistakes. I'm not saying that at all. Every company makes mistakes out here. You know, in the gaming community, some decisions are bad decisions. Some decisions are good decisions. You know what I mean? But to hear stuff like that is ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's right. Keep Xbox facts. Keep Xbox out of your mouth. If you haven't played the games, you don't own an Xbox. Just like my brother, I have to give a shout out to my brother Sega Forever that's been putting in these Jerry Lewis Xbox Marathon podcast. That's my brother, and I want to be on with him on Friday when he does the Wrecking Crew podcast. So please, if you watch this later, Sega Forever, I do work. You know I work late, but I'll still come in. I work I work till 11 p.m. Eastern time. Okay? But if you're hearing this later, Brother Sega Forever, I do want to be on the podcast to chop up game with you guys. But that is true what my brother Viking is saying out here. You know what I mean? It's just a shame to that people out here are doing that. You know what I mean? And then they're running with it, and you got people like Dreamcast Garbage and who else is out there? Dreamcast Garbage, all these guys out here, you know, making videos about it. And like I said, this will never stop for us guys. Remember, I told you in 2023, it's always going to be something. They always wait. They're always waiting in dormant for something to lying in dormant until something else happens. Just like my brother Unlimited said on Unlimited Truth, was a great podcast we had with our brother Hebot, Dea, and Tuckmaster about Hi-Fi Rush. You know what I mean? He's getting sick and tired of it too, and he's going to keep doing podcasts and videos about it. Our brother Unlimited Productions, you know? And you just get a lot of people out here that just say bad things all the time about our games, you know, and Xbox, you know? They need to stay over here. And I don't think Phil Spencer and them are going to do that. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? If they do that, then that's going to look bad on them. Hey, Game Pass is incredible. Yeah. Inside scenes make up a correct chunk of the game. This is what I'm talking about, man. They don't. The thing is they don't understand, brother. And if they do understand, they're just being toxic out here in the out here in the gaming community. The generic chunk of gaming. That's what there's just a lot of toxicity, bro, in the early year of 2024. So expect it to come when Hellblade 2 comes out. Did you see the thing Unlimited put? If you watch the podcast, they're saying that Hellblade 2 deserves to be on PlayStation. Really? It does not deserve to be on PlayStation because they didn't even buy and support it like that. Microsoft helped the studios out, bought the studio, and now they're under Microsoft's wing, and they're funding to make Hellblade 2, which is going to be a phenomenal game. It's going to be a flagship game for the Xbox Series X, guys. You're going to see the real true power of what the Xbox Series X can do with Hellblade 2. I guarantee you that. You're going to see it with the Unreal Engine 5 in its dominance. The Unreal Engine always did, in my opinion, the best on the Xbox platforms. And how do I know that? One game, Gears of War. So, I mean, you're going to see it do really, really good over here. You're going to see the power of the Series X and the value of the purchase of your console. Okay, it's just one of many that you're going to see the power of the Xbox Series X. If you're into graphics, lighting, ray tracing, different things like that, you're going to see that with this game coming out. You know, but that's not all it's about. All of us on here can agree we all like different types of games. We don't just play Gears 5 and Forza Motorsport and Halo. I mean, they think we do, but we don't. We play a lot of indie games. There's a lot of great indie games that's out on Game Pass right now. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say it again. You cannot compare PlayStation Spartacus to Ultimate Game Pass. I'm sorry, you can't, because you're not going to see their games in their day and date. You're not going to see their day one games in their day and date. Sony wants to keep making you pay $70, right? $70 for their new day and date exclusive. You're not going to see it in their subscription base. And people seem to forget to mention that when they say how they think that Spartacus might be a little bit better than Ultimate Game Pass. It's not. It's not better. And that's the big reason why. It's not even competing with Ultimate Game Pass for that big reason. You're not going to see that, right? The backwards compatibility over there is laughable. Okay? You cannot right now go to your PlayStation 5, right, guys? You cannot go to your PlayStation 5 right now and put in a PS1 game. You can't go to your PlayStation 5 right now and put in a PS2 game. You can't go to your PlayStation 5 right now and put in a PS3 game, right? And have that game to play with 4K, 60 frames per second, up-resed. You can't do that on the PlayStation 5, but guess what? You can do that on your Xbox Series X. And if you already have it digitally and you already have it physically, it's free. Okay? And if you don't have it and you go on the store, the majority of the OG Xbox games and 360 games is a fair price. $2.99, $4.99, $3.99, $5.99. I think the highest I've seen for a few games on there was $9.99. There might be some that might be a little bit more. Let's say, I don't know, $14.99, whatever. Okay? It's still worth it. All right? If you already have the games in your library right now, in your 360 and your OG Xbox, you could just pop it in, right? It has an update for it, and it looks like a brand new game, and it's free because you already owned it. You cannot do that with PlayStation. Okay? You cannot. All right? So we also win in that category. Okay? With backwards compatibility games. We also win in that category. All right? It's just better over here when it comes to value for gaming. It's better over here for if you're on Xbox, it's better value for your buck over here. It just is. You're not getting, in my opinion, you're not getting your money's worth out of one and done games with PlayStation 5, okay? Xbox games have more longevity than PlayStation 5 games. Can you keep playing Spider-Man over and over again? If you were playing Spider-Man and you beat it, right? I can see you maybe playing it a second time. You know, I don't know. I'm stretching this when I say this. Maybe a third time. But you get tired of it. How many times are you going to play God of War? None of those games have good online. The thing about PlayStation is their online sucks and it's garbage. Okay? It is. It sucks. You can play Call of Duty on there, but I mean, with people, but you can't play their day and date exclusives mostly online, can you? But you can play Halo like that, an exclusive. You can play Gears of War like that, an exclusive. You can play Forza Motorsport like that, which is an exclusive. You can play Sea of Thieves like that, which is an exclusive. You can play with other people on our games that belong to Xbox and Microsoft, right? So, in all reality, I don't own a PlayStation 5. I don't want to own one because you don't get the best value for your buck out of there. Okay, you don't. It's overpriced. They lied by putting 8K on the box. All right, it's overpriced. And then I heard that they're going to raise the prices of their games to $80. There's a rumor that they're going to raise them to $100. So, in my opinion, the PlayStation 5 does not compare to the Series X when it comes to value. Okay, and there's no negating that. It doesn't. It just doesn't. You get more out of the Xbox One of consoles with the Xbox Series S and X. And even if you still, let's say you still have an Xbox One, okay? Let's say you still have an Xbox One X. Let's say you still have an Xbox One S. You could still play those backwards compatibility games on that system, and it's not even in existence anymore. So you're still getting the best value for your buck. Because on the OG Xbox One systems, you can play every backwards compatibility game that you can think of that came out as backwards compatibility for the program on your OG Xbox Ones. You cannot do that with PlayStation 4. You cannot do that with PlayStation 5. And I think the last time you can really play backwards compatibility games on a system was the PlayStation 3, and you had to have certain ones that had certain what was it, memory, right? A lot of PlayStation 3s could play PlayStation 1 games, right? But there were PlayStation 3s out there that could play PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games. So why didn't they just make every PlayStation 3 play PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games? They're doing you a disservice that way. Why would you make one gig of memory of PlayStation 3 just play PlayStation 1 games and not PlayStation 2? And then another one that was like 80 gigs or something like that or whatever, play both. Why don't just make the PlayStation 3 dummies, all of them play PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games? I don't understand Sony's logic when it comes to gaming. Okay, I don't understand it. Okay, I just don't. Okay, it's all right to enjoy Spider-Man. It's all right to enjoy God of War, right? It's all right to enjoy, it's all right to enjoy The Last of Us if you like those kind of games, okay? But let me tell you something. Man. I'm going to read the chat and do the chat in a minute. It's all right to enjoy those games. I enjoyed those games on my PlayStation 3. The only one I enjoyed on PlayStation 3 was Resistance. God of War was boring. The Last of Us was very boring. Heavy Rain was so boring. I thought I was watching The Young and the Restless. And what's the other game I played on there? Oh, Uncharted. It's nothing but a knockoff of Tomb Raider in a way. I mean, you're pushing boxes around, you're helping your brother get up the box, swinging on ropes, and it's like a kind of a copycat of Tomb Raider. So those games were not really appetizing to me. They just wasn't. I got bored and I sold all them back. I'm not saying that PlayStation is not a good system for somebody. There's people out there that love the PlayStation. I respect you. I respect the true PlayStation fans. But please, do not try to compare their subscription base to our subscription base, because there is no, they are definitely not the winner in that department. Okay, they're not. The Ultimate Game Pass is the winner in that department. That is not. Okay, it just isn't. Okay, they don't give you the best value for your buck with their subscription base. They don't. They just don't, okay? It's Ultimate Game Pass. To me, you save more money with Ultimate Game Pass. You don't have to buy those games day and date. They're exclusives that come into Xbox. Look at what Activision and Blizzard now. All those great games that are going to come in to Ultimate Game Pass. We have a lot to look forward to. Everybody doesn't want to play Call of Duty. Okay? Everybody doesn't want to play Spider-Man. Everybody is not a Spider-Man fan. Everybody is not a God of War fan. Okay? Everybody doesn't like games like that. Everybody doesn't like all games of even Gears of War and Halo on our side. That's why we have a better variety of games with Ultimate Game Pass. There's all kind of indie games in there that are phenomenal. I'm playing a great game on there right now, guys, that you guys should try out. This is my suggestion to you. There's a game on there right now that's called Close to the Sun. It's a great game, in my opinion. Okay, I'm telling you this because I'm playing the game. It's kind of like a horror type game, mystery suspense game. It has great graphics. It's using Unreal Engine 4. Okay, yeah, it's a little old, the engine, but it still looks great, and it's a great game on Ultimate Game Pass right now. Close to the Sun. Try that game, guys. I think you can play it on the cloud. I don't even think you have to download it. I think you might be able to play it on the cloud. I think. But if not, just download it. It's only like 11 gigs. All right? It's a great game. I'm playing it right now. It's an awesome game. You're kind of like you're this journalist. Her name is Rose, and there's things you have to find out in the game. I don't want to tell you too much, okay, about the game, but it's a good game. There's good games on Ultimate Game Pass that don't always have to be shoot 'em ups or beat 'em ups or things like that. Okay, you get a lot of great games on here day and date in Ultimate Game Pass, man. Try the game out called Close to the Sun. It's a nice game on there, bro. It really is. So that's one of the games that are coming out. There's a lot more games that are coming. You got more Persona games that are coming out. If that's your thing, you got more Persona games coming out and stuff like that. Let me read the chat, man, because the chat's like on fire in here this morning. I'm going to be here for about another half hour because I didn't want to keep this long. I just, if you own both systems and you play the games, you have every right to say some things about your games that you're playing on there, but please do not compare their subscription base to Xbox because it's bar none, the Ultimate Game Pass is better. Okay, and you guys know why. I don't have to say it over and over again. You know what I mean? Viking Lord facts. Keep Xbox out of your mouth. Viking Lord again, doing well. Hope you are well. Everybody giving shots out, man. What's up? What's up, Bob? What's up, brother? Thank you for coming this morning, man. I really appreciate you. And look, you even see right here with Viking. He says, "Yep, PlayStation backwards compatibility is laughable, pathetic, a lot like the brand in general." And he's right. Look, he's right. I'm telling you, Viking Lord knows. He probably owns PlayStation. It is laughable because they want to make you rebuy the games, guys. Look, if you have a PlayStation 4, right, and you have PlayStation 3 and 2, and even 1. Let's say you collect PlayStation right now, okay, and you have Xbox and you collect Xbox or Nintendo, whatever, and you have a lot of great shoot 'em up games or OG games that were on the PlayStation 2 that were, really great games for PlayStation 2. Even a couple of the PlayStation 1 games, they had great shoot 'em up games that I own physically. I would love to put those games in my PlayStation 4 and play them, but I can't. I don't have a PlayStation 4. I'm just saying, if I had a PlayStation 4, I would love to put those games in there, with 4K graphics, with an upscale, making it look a little crisper, a little clearer, more colorful. I would like to play my OG PlayStation games and my PlayStation 4, and I'll never own a PlayStation 5, but if I had a PlayStation 5, I would love to just pop my PlayStation 3 Resistance game in there and play it. You can't do that. The last backwards compatibility system they had, which was, I don't know, which was half-assed backwards compatibility in a way, was PlayStation 3. That was it. And they figured, well, you know what, with these new systems, we're going to make them. If they want to play, like they said when PlayStation 4 came out, who wants to play old games? Who wants to play old games? Next thing you know, backwards compatibility super blew up when Phil Spencer introduced it coming to the Xbox Ones and stuff like that. And then they want to get back into the game, but make you repay for the games or make you repay for games that you already might own physically on the PlayStation side. That's a bunch of garbage and that's bullcrap. You know what I mean? That they do that. It really is. They could have made it free, just like Xbox, but they chose not to. They chose to dig in your pocket a little deeper and more to get more money out of you when you could have already played those games that you already owned and worked hard for in your collection, in your system, man. It's just the truth. Viking says, only systems worth the money is Xbox. Everything else is completely pointless. I have to agree, Mr. Viking, my brother. I have to agree, Mr. Viking Warlord. I have to agree with you on that, brother, 100%. It's just the truth, man. It's going out and buying a PlayStation 5 right now or at any time. It's just not worth the money. Oh, and then Bob said, breaking news: Xbox Direct is officially announced. Sweet. So I can't wait to see that. Oh, breaking news: is PlayStation coming out with a show? I don't think so. Breaking news: is PlayStation coming out with something like that? I don't think so. What's up, Craig Simmons TV, Gaming TV? What's up, brother? How are you? Good morning to you, my good sir. How are you, my brother? Hope you're doing well. And then he says, Bob says, breaking news: Aaron Greenberg said that games will be on Xbox and PC and Game Pass. He keeps saying breaking news. Then you have our brother again, Viking. PlayStation is. I see you, brother Vaca. I'm gonna get to you, brother. He's saying that PlayStation is the emote of mode of what did you say? I can't see that. Bragging about sales, yeah, while providing zero quality and value. Man, that's spitting that fire at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Our brother Viking Lord, Warlord, because it's the truth. It's just the truth, man. You know what I mean? Sales. What sales for consoles? How long have you been doing that? Since 2013? You guys got to think. You guys need some new material. If you're going to be a troll, you guys need to get some new material out here. You know what I mean? You really need to make up some new material because your trolling sucks right now. You need some new material now. You know what I mean? January 18th. That's our brother Bob in here. Yo, what's up, Vodka? How you doing, brother? Vodka shouting on everybody. Hey, T Reaper, what's up, brother? I'm just gonna be on, man, for like a little bit longer, man. It's not like a long podcast or nothing like that, bro. I'm not gonna be on too much longer, man. Breaking news, Brother Unlimited said Sega, man, Xbox Developer Direct next Thursday at January 18th, man. That's what's up, man. T Reaper, what's up, brother? How are you, man? I'm not gonna be on long, T. I'm about to get off, man. I just wanted to come on and do a quick one real quick. Retro Fusion, what's up, brother? How are you, man? But yeah, man, I mean, I'm just saying, man, you know, I think a lot of people can agree with me. I've been on Xbox since the OG. I've been on over 20 years. A lot of us have been on over 20 years. And there's some people that haven't even been on that long, you know, maybe 7, 8 years, 9, 10 years. I've been on since it was born. Since Xbox Live became born, back in the day, my wife, she got me a OG Xbox, and she said there's this thing coming out for Xbox called Xbox Live, and this is my wife telling me this. You want to get it? I'm like okay. She said, well, you get to play with other people online. You get to play your games like Whacked, which I still have and own, MechAssault, stuff like that, games like that. So I tried out Xbox Live, and I've been on ever since. I've been on over 20 years and been supporting Xbox Live for over 20 years. So I'm a general out here in these Xbox streets, bro. I've been on over 20 years on Xbox Live, brother. You know what I mean? I've been on for a long time, and so has a lot of us on here. You know what I mean? I just don't believe, you know, the things that are coming out of people's mouths today about this, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, I don't believe, like Unlimited said, I don't believe that I just don't believe that Hi-Fi Rush and other games, like my brother Unlimited said in his podcast I had, which was a great podcast, games like that will be going to other systems. They don't deserve it because they don't support it and they don't buy it. Okay? They just don't. Okay, Cuphead went over onto PlayStation. They did not even buy the game. They did not support the game. All they could say was, aha, we got Cuphead Xbox. Aha, we got Cuphead over here on PlayStation Xbox. Are you playing it? Are you buying it? No. You're playing NBA 2K, playing God of War for the 1,000th time, you know, playing the garbage of us for like the 18th time, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I just, they don't think, you know what I mean? They don't think. PlayStation Spartacus, PlayStation Plus has nothing on Ultimate Game Pass. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Okay? It don't. You know what I mean? If you want to play Spider-Man and you want to play God of War, games like that, that's fine. But at the end of the day, they're one and done games. They don't have no longevity. Okay, they don't. I know they look nice and they're great graphically, and that's fine. And I'm not saying that PlayStation doesn't have, good graphic games. If you like Spider-Man and you like God of War and you like The Last of Us, what's that other one? Death Stranding, you know, different games like that. I can respect that. I really can. I can respect that. You know, but don't say that we don't have great games over here on Xbox like Gears of War, like Halo, you know what I mean? Starfield, Hellblade 2, which is going to be a super masterpiece for the Xbox. You know what I mean? That's fine. I own a Switch. Okay, I own a Nintendo Switch. Okay, a lot of people don't like Nintendo Switch. That's fine. I don't like the PlayStation 5, so I'm not going to own a PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? I'm not going to own it because to me, it's not worth the value of my buck. I'm not going to go out here and spend $500 on a system that rapes you when it comes to day and date games that you have to pay $70, $80 for, and then possibly going up to $100 some of their games that you have to pay for that can't even be in their subscription base. Who's going to want to do that? Why would you want to do that? If you don't have the money, let's just be honest, there's a lot of broke gamers out here, okay? Sega Man is just being raw right now. Let me be raw with the chat for a minute here, okay? Because I don't hold nothing back. I give it to you raw. There's a lot of broke gamers out here, okay? And they cannot afford $70 games, all right? Some of them are lucky if they can afford a $20 game, okay? It's hard times right now. And with Ultimate Game Pass, which you only paying like $15.99 a month or getting 3 months of Ultimate Game Pass, you get more value out of your buck with Game Pass than you would with the subscription base with PlayStation. Okay? You cannot play the new Spider-Man in PlayStation Spartacus, can you? Can you? Can you play the new can you play the new Wolverine game that's going to be coming out in 2026 or 2029? Can you play that day and date in your so-called subscription base? No, you have to go buy the game. And it might be something that you really want to play, but you can't afford it. But with Xbox, you can afford to play their day and date games, right, guys? You don't have to go out and pay $70 for Halo. You don't have to go out and pay $70 for the new Gears of War. You don't have to go out and pay $70 for the new Hellblade. You don't have to go out and pay $70 for the new Blade game coming out. You don't have to go out and play and pay for a Perfect Dark that'll be coming out in the near future here. You don't have to go out and pay $70, $80 for it. You can play day and date. You can play Fable day and date in Ultimate Game Pass. How many games, guys, can you play on PlayStation day and date? Can anybody in the chat answer me that? Brothers, can anybody answer me that? How many exclusive PlayStation games can you play day and date in PlayStation Spartacus? Or whatever it's in, plus. None. Zero. Nada. You have to buy it. You have to buy it. Okay? Hands down, Ultimate Game Pass is better than PlayStation Spartacus. Okay? It just is. You're not getting the value for your buck out of it. You're just not. You know what I mean? You're not. You're not, man. PlayStation 5, there's people out there that want one so bad, and that's fine. If they want a PlayStation 5, that's fine. Do you? But I'm not going to go out and buy and spend the money on a PlayStation 5 where they don't do nothing but make a lot of remakes. All they do is make a lot of remake. How many Spider-Man games? How many God of War games? How many Last of Us games? It's a bunch of remakes. Didn't one of their games just get canceled? Didn't another Last of Us game just get canceled? Another remake? How many? It's called the Remake Station. Okay, and let's just be honest. It's the Remake Station. There's nothing really new coming out. How many new games can you say that's coming out? Right, that's going to be coming out along with Hellblade 2 and games like that for Xbox. Is there anybody that can tell me that? Honestly, I'm not saying that you cannot enjoy a PlayStation 5. If you own an Xbox, look, Unlimited owns one. He owns a PlayStation 5. All right, he doesn't. There's a lot. He's done reviews on a lot of the games, and he didn't like a lot of the games. He liked some of the games, but there was some of them he didn't like. He has every right to say that about the PlayStation 5. T Reaper just recently got a PlayStation 5. He's enjoying some of the games on his PlayStation 5. So if he has an opinion about games on it that he's playing, it's his opinion, of what he likes on the PlayStation 5. Okay. I'm not a console war. I'm not a console. I don't console war, but I'm going to defend my console. Okay. And the subscription base that they have if you're out there lying, you know what I mean? Because it does not compare to Ultimate Game Pass. Okay. Like I said in the beginning of the show, guys, every game in Ultimate Game Pass is not trash. You cannot call it trash. There's a lot of indie games in there that are great games. Be respectful to the developers, first of all. okay, that bring you these games that you can play for free in Ultimate Game Pass, okay? It doesn't matter if it costs $15, all right? It can be a kick-ass $15 game. Be respectful, man, okay? Every game is not going to be lights, camera, action. Every game is different for everybody. The Ultimate Game Pass is a melting pot of games for different people that have different taste in games, all right? Get your gaming knowledge on with me, all right? Ultimate Game Pass is for all genres, all different type of gamers. It's not just for one gamer that likes 4K 60 frames per second, 4K 120 frames per second, motion picture, motion like capture and a lot of games that a lot of people love on PlayStation that are movie games and stuff like that. Everybody does not like that. Okay? There's people that like to play 8-bit games, 16-bit looking games, different games like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. Let me read the chat. I'm up here rambling on, 15 deep in here. Our brother Viking Warlord says, I haven't had a PlayStation since the PS1 and PS2. But you know what, Viking Lord? I'm right behind you. I bought a PlayStation 3, brother. I shit you not. I bought a PlayStation 3, brother, at the Goodwill. The Goodwill. It was kind of dirty. I had to clean it off. Took it to my friend that owned a mom and pop game shop, make sure it worked. And guess what? It worked. There was nothing wrong with it. It was the big George Foreman one. I still have it. It's in a cardboard coffin in my garage, brother. And the only game I liked on it, I'll say it over again, was Resistance. That's it. I bought all those good games that everybody said that was just the end-all, be-all of gaming. I bought the God of Wars. I bought The Last of Us. You know what I mean? I bought those games. I bought Uncharted. I bought Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain, guys. Man, that game was, that was a terrible. It was like watching, I have to say it again. It was like watching The Young and the Restless, man. It's like watching a story, your stories on the TV, bro. It was a boring game. It was boring. It was a boring game. I turned it off. It was so boring. I just turned it off and sold it back to the exchange, my game exchange. It was boring. It was boring. God of War to me was boring. I didn't like it. I didn't like the mechanics in it. I just didn't like it. I didn't like The Last of Us. It was like you're watching a movie. I mean, I don't want to. If I want to watch a movie, I'll put in a 4K movie and watch it on my Series X. It was like watching a movie. You have to watch like 10 hours of cutscenes, and what's going on out here? Cops running around and people busting shit. It was like you were watching a movie. I want to get into the game. All right, I don't want to watch a movie. If I want to watch a movie, I'll put in a 4K movie and watch a movie. Let's get to the game. You know what I mean? It's been Xbox only since. Yep, I agree. Nobody wants to play old games, but they're fine with remasters of old games. That's the truth with the crying emoji. Mr. Viking Warlord, that's the truth. Oh, I see you, T. I hear you, T. I'm about to get off though, but I tell you what, brother. You'll be this coming weekend. We'll have a podcast, my man. We'll have a podcast, brother T. We will. I'll have you on, brother. I'll have you on. Retro Fusion in the building. T Reaper in the building. I'm just going back over it. Is it possible? It's possible it will go to Switch. Super Lucky Tales did fairly well on Switch. Yeah, he's right about that. I have to say that Retro Fusion is right about that. Super Lucky's Tale is a great platforming game. Okay, it's not a kid's game. People need to stop. That's the thing, guys, in the chat. Okay, rather you be a Xbox gamer, rather you be a PC gamer, a Switch gamer, a true PlayStation gamer. All games that come out are for everybody. Okay, I know they have kid games that are pointed towards kids, but I played Paw Patrol. I thought it was a cool game. I know it's a kid-like game. I played Paw Patrol that was in Ultimate Game Pass. I'm not gonna lie. People can make fun of me. I played Paw Patrol. I liked it. I thought it was a cool game, man. I liked it. It was a cool platforming game. I liked the art style of Paw Patrol. I liked it, man. I have nothing to hide. I played those games. Any games that come in the Ultimate Game Pass, guys, I try it. If it's Paw Patrol, if it's Papa Pig, it doesn't matter. I'm getting the best value for my buck. I'm getting my money's worth. So anything that comes in there, I'm going to try it. If I don't like it, I'll uninstall it. Okay? There's nothing wrong with playing those games like that, man. They're fun games. I just bought on the sale. I bought the Nickelodeon kart game with SpongeBob in them. I like that, man. When my kids were younger, when they were real younger, we loved watching SpongeBob together. I like SpongeBob, man. I bought the SpongeBob racing kart game, and I also have the Brawl game. I bought the Brawl game, like the Super Mario Brothers Brawl. I bought that too. I like all kind of games. I don't just play Gears of War. I mean, that's my shit, but I just don't play Gears of War. I like all games. I just was playing Gears of War this morning. I'm trying to get some practice, and I'm kind of rusty. But I like all kind of games, man. I don't just play Gears of War and Forza and Halo and Gears and Sea of Thieves and stuff, and Red Dead Redemption, whatever. I don't just play those. I play all games, man. True gamers play all games. Even if it's a puzzle game, try it out. You might like it. You know what I mean? Don't look at it and say, oh, this looks like, I don't know. Man, this looks kind of stupid. I don't know, man. This is a kid's game. I don't know. My friends might laugh at me, man. I don't want nobody to know. I don't want my boys on Xbox Live seeing me play Paw Patrol. Man, you're going to see me play Paw Patrol, man. I like Paw Patrol. You can make it fun of me all you want. Like 100 made in front of me. My brother 100. What's up, Kobe? What's up, Kobe? What's up with you, Kobe Hunter? Man, you guys out there playing that Power Wash Simulator, man. There ain't nothing about that game. That's a good game. Power Wash Simulator is a chill game. Get yourself a beer, right? Get yourself a nice cold beer. Get in your lazy boy chair. Sit back with your 55-inch, 60-inch TV, whatever. 50-inch, whatever you got. And play Power Wash Simulator. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it, guys. It's a relaxing game. Get yourself a little glass of wine. If you smoke a little little jointy joint, get your little spliff on, your little spliffy spliff on, and relax and play Power Wash Simulator. It's an awesome game, man. I like it. It's a chill game. There's people that like chill games. I like chill games. Now, if you play Power Wash Simulator, though, guys, it's going to take up a lot of your time, and it takes a lot of patience because you'll get mad if you're cleaning a goddamn airplane. Okay, they want you to get every nook and cranny in that airplane. You know what I mean? You got to get every nook and cranny, or you're not going to be able to finish the game. I'm going to get to the chat, man. I'm still scrolling down. I'm going to read everybody's thing, but it's a chill game. It's an awesome game. I love it. I love it. Power Wash. I think I'm actually going to buy it here soon. I like Power Wash Simulator. I like the game. It's a chill game. If I want to stop playing Gears and I want to go to something else and just chill, I might Power Wash Simulator. It's a great game. I like it, man. I like it. Ponies are casuals at best and not gamers at worst. There are a lot of casuals. They are. Viking Warlord, I have to agree with you. They are. There's a lot out there that are casuals. Another one from my brother. Sony, I can't see that, man. Thinking about breaking their IPs up into parts and charging $100 or more for them? No. This is what I'm talking about, man. No. They're not thinking about the gamer or the consumer. All they're doing is thinking about their pockets. Microsoft is out to make money just like every other gaming company, but they're thinking about their fan base and the consumers that have highly invested into Microsoft. And Xbox is one of the things that we get. We get perks also. You get Microsoft Bing points, where you can get up to $50, $100 in Microsoft reward money, and you can buy your games like that. You know what I mean? Retro Fusion in the building. 0 day in PlayStation. 0 day and dates PlayStation. Sony's future is headed toward bankruptcy. I can see that happening. Yeah, I know, T. I seen you on the. I didn't get to watch all of it, brother, but I'm better get off here, guys. I get ready for work later. I seen you on there, T, on our brother Sega Forever's little podcast. And Sega Forever, if you watch this later, my brother, I want to be on Friday with you on the Wrecking Crew podcast. Now, you know I don't get off until 11 p.m. Eastern time, but still send me that link, Sega Forever. If you watch the podcast later, man, I do want to be on with you for the new year. I haven't done with you for the new year yet. So shouts out to my brother, Sega Forever, that does the Jerry Lewis Xbox Telethon podcasts. So big shouts out to my brother, Sega Forever, man. I am breezy. PS5. All right. PlayStation fans don't want Microsoft games. I don't get it. What? The land is dry on that side. Okay, I guess. It is dry over there. It just is. We're not out here spreading toxicity on my channel about PlayStation. It's the truth. It's dry. It's dry over there. It just is. It's dry. It's dry over there right now. It really is. I'm sorry, man. I'm just not one of them guys that. I'm a true gamer out here. I don't have a PlayStation 5. I'm not, I might get I'm not going to be honest with you guys. Like, I'm thinking about, honestly, I was talking to Hebot about it. If I get a PlayStation 4, it's going to be a PlayStation 4 Slim, and I'm only buying it for one reason, and that's to play OG shoot 'em up games and beat 'em up games that will never see the light of day on an Xbox console. I am not buying a PlayStation 4 for their God of Wars and their Spider-Mans. I'm not. I already played God of War and all that. I played a lot of Spider-Man games on my 360. I'm not into Spider-Man games like that. I'm not. So it's not validated for me to buy a PlayStation 5. I will buy their old PlayStation 4 for like $120. This is how as high as I'm gonna go, for $120, and I'm gonna buy the OG shoot 'em ups and beat 'em ups that are by like places like that made Darius the shooters and like Taito and all them that refuse to put those games on the Xbox. For some reason, I don't understand why they don't like to make money, because that's what it sounds like to me, like they don't like money, and that's fine. But like I said, I will buy a used PlayStation 4 Slim for $120. I might even have some stuff where I can trade in some stuff, go to my exchange, only trade in like a few things and get one. I just haven't gotten around to do that. And I'm going to get one just to buy the OG shoot 'em ups and beat 'em ups that will never see the light of day on an Xbox. That's it. And then that's it. It'll be put away. It'll collect dust. I'll play the games on there that I like, those OG games, and then that's it. I'm not buying no Spider-Mans. I'm not buying no God of Wars. I'm not buying no Last of Us, Death Stranded, or is that simulator where you have to pee on boxes or something like that? I'm not going to buy none of that stuff. Okay, I'm just not. It's a movie called Heavy Rain. Yeah, man. Look. When I got that PlayStation 3, let me tell you guys this story. The guys I took it, there was a mom and pop shop I used to go to. It was called the Pittsburgh Game Exchange, all right? It was a girl and a guy that owned it. They were really nice, but they had everything you can buy. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, even import stuff. I got a lot, they actually imported a lot of import games for me for my Super Nintendo. You know that? Like I got Parodius. You guys ever heard of Parodius? I got Parodius that was imported from Japan, and I didn't pay a lot for them. They gave me good deals. I didn't pay like $80 for that shoot 'em up. I paid way less. Trust me, I can't really say, but they got a lot of imported games for me cheap, shoot 'em ups that I wanted, and they were telling me about games for the PlayStation 3. there's like, well, you know, there's God of War. Have you ever played God of War? And I'm like, not really. I said, I'll try it. Or what about Heavy Rain? There's a game out there called Heavy Rain that a lot of PlayStation people like. Maybe you'll like that. So I'm writing all this down, right? So I go to my exchange, all right, because they didn't have it in the store. They didn't have it. So I go to the regular exchange, and the games they named off to me, I bought them. I did. I bought them used. They weren't much. I think they were like $7-8. I can't remember. I put them in the PlayStation 3. The first thing that happened, it took so goddamn long for the fucking game to load. The PlayStation 3 sounded like that top secret jet that they got under wraps in the Air Force. It's called Project Aurora. It probably sounded like that, like it was taking off. I could not hear the game when it started. All I can hear was the damn jet engines on a PlayStation 3. That's all I could hear. That was annoying, guys. That was very annoying. Every game that I put in, that jet engine took off. I thought the PlayStation was actually going to take off out of my entertainment system like a bottle rocket, because that's all you can hear was the fans in that thing. It was terrible. The Xbox 360, okay, when you would play Gears of War, you can kind of hear the fans too, but they weren't loud like that. I had the 360s, and they were not. You can hear the fans somewhat with some of the games like Gears of War and some of the Halos and different things like that, but they were not near as loud as the PlayStation 3. That was terrible experience. That took me out of the game too. I didn't have to buy central air for my house. I could just use the PlayStation 3 in the summer. That's how high the fans sounded on the damn PlayStation 3. I mean, it was terrible, you know? Like I said, one reason why Xbox is the best is variety, which is true. Wait, PS fans don't want Microsoft games. Don't get it, maybe. Oh, okay, I did read that one. Let me go down. I got to keep going down and go through everybody here. It's not made by Xbox first party games. So everybody's talking in here. Retro Fusion. The Lego games are kids games, but some are great. That's another thing. I own Lego games. I own Lego. What is it? Lego City. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, but it's in Lego form. I think it's called Lego Vice City or something. I beat that game. That game is fun as hell. It's like a friendly Grand Theft Auto game. It's really cool. This is what I'm talking about. People, they make games. They're great games that don't have to be all about killing people and I don't know, stabbing people to death and beating them up, or screwing her wife or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a great Lego game. It's just like Grand Theft Auto, but it's a way nicer game. You know what I'm saying? It's a great game. I beat it. I got addicted to it and I beat it. It's a great game. It's a sandboxy world Lego game. It's an awesome game. This is what I'm talking about. Every game has different art form. Every game has different art form. Like my brother Vaca likes what is it called? Is it Black? Let me see if I get this right. Is it Black Desert? Vaca played that. I hope I'm right on that. I think it's Black Desert. He played the hell out of that. He loves games like that. So I appreciate Vaca. He likes games like that, and that's cool. He likes the game. I think it's Black Desert. He likes games like that. I looked at it. It looks pretty cool. I didn't play it, but I saw this looks like something. Looks like a pretty cool game. I didn't play it. I can't judge it. I didn't play it. But I know that I think it's called Black Desert or Dark Desert or something. But Vaca used to be on that game 24/7. Vaca also plays Forza Motorsport, I think, or Forza Horizon. But I used to always see him on the desert game, the Black Desert game, or whatever it's called, Black or Dark Desert or something. But he used to always play that game all the time. I mean, he loved that game. So I mean, like I said, there's different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? And that goes with gaming, Like brother, Viking Warlord says in here, I just beat Spyro Trilogy recently, and I'm 36 years old. I could care less if it looks like a kid's game. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I love the chat. Just like my brother, Other Zinc says, man, the chat is king. When it comes to podcasting, the chat is king, man, because it's just so many good gaming brothers and sisters in the chat, man. I love it. That's why I like doing podcasts. I don't care what time of the day it is. They always come in and rock out, and we always talk about gaming and stuff that's going on out here in the gaming community. All the toxicity down to the great games that are coming out, down to the rumors that are not true, and they get exploited out here in the chat. The chat always runs. The chat runs the podcast. The chat runs the pod. Without the chat, there is no podcast. Without the chat, there is no Outlaws of Xbox. Without the chat, there is no Unlimited Productions, Unlimited Truth. Without the chat, there is no We Got Next. Without the chat, there is no Exile Podcast. Okay? There isn't. The chat is what makes us keep going. The chat is the podcast, man. That's just the truth, man. Without the chat, there is no Day One Podcast with my brother 100. Without the Wrecking Crew podcast, without the chat, there's no Wrecking Crew podcast with my brother Siga Forever, my Hawaiian brother. You know what I'm saying? It just isn't. And that's why we keep going and we love talking gaming, is because mainly the chat. It's good points like this that I like. Don't get me wrong. We're going to have some toxicity come out in the chat. Might have a couple of pony bots come in. Somebody spreading some toxic stuff around. But the chat is what keeps me going. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that you all were here. Happy New Year's to everybody in the chat. Happy New Year's to everybody out here. Happy holidays to all of you. And I hope you guys all have a good new year, man. I know we are on gaming side. We are. You know what I mean? I'm breezy, 100%. Facts. There's all kind of games for everybody. Look. There's probably brothers in the chat that like RPGs. That's fine with me. I'm not going to shun somebody for liking turn-based RPGs. If they like turn-based RPGs, that's fine. If they like games with a lot of dialogue, that is fine. It's still a video game. You can't call it trash because it has a lot of dialogue. It's still a video game. Be respectful. Okay? I don't personally like turn-based RPGs with a lot of dialogue. I've tried them out. Okay, I just couldn't get into them. I didn't like them so much. But I'm not going to go out here and trash an RPG game because it has a lot of dialogue or it's turn-based mechanics. It's a video game. There's people out here that like strategical games. Okay, I have Gears Tactics. It's a little different, and I like it. I like Gears Tactics. I got used to it, and I like Gears Tactics. I bought it physically. I like it. I like Gears. Anything Gears comes out with, I buy. I don't care if it turned into a tactical game. I bought it. I like Gears. And I like Gears Tactics. It's not a bad game. I have Halo Wars. I have Halo Wars 1. I have Halo Wars 2. I have the games. I like them. I just don't like a lot of those type of games. That's just me. But I bought Halo Wars 1 and I have Halo Wars 2. I bought those games. I have them. You know? That's right. Real gamers play a variety of games. Yeah, man. Spent like 3 hours going around with my my ladders hosing down the entire mini golf course. Hey, Land, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. It's a great game, man. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. I like it. Power Wash Simulator. I like it. Look, that's a simulating game. I like it. It's a great game. Nah, man, I played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in 2005 on PC when I was 6 years old. That's what's up, brother. I like San Andreas. It's my favorite. It is my favorite Grand Theft Auto game. I own it on the OG. I actually own hey guys, I actually own the band copy with the hot coffee in it. I own that one. I have that copy of where you can go and do it with the prostitute. I actually own the original copy, OG copy of that. I think they made them later and they took it out. I think that's what they did. I can't remember, but I own the one that has where you can do the hot coffee in it. I think it's called the hot coffee code or something like that. But I do own the original Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on the OG Xbox. I don't even think I have it available where I can show it to you guys real quick. But I do actually own that, man. I think was that backwards compat? Yeah, it's back compat too. There's a 360 version, right? That's back compat because I own it. Some of these games I forget about, but I own it, man, and that's my favorite. I'm not saying the other games weren't good, but my favorite is San Andreas. I like San Andreas. I love it. It had a lot of cool old school gangster rap in there. I like that, man. I like that a lot. You know what I mean? I remember playing when I was 6 years old. No cap. A salute to you. Adidas 20. A salute to you, my brother. And then my brother Retro Fusion said, I stream Spider-Man. It's meh. It's just like every Spider-Man game. I don't get the hype. I have to agree with you. Oh, let me put my brother Retro Fusion back up there. I have to agree with you, man. Now see, Retro Fusion owns PlayStations, okay? So he's gonna know too. And if he says that, I'm gonna believe his opinion on it. I'm gonna believe his opinion on it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna believe Retro Fusion's opinion on it. That's his opinion, and I like his opinion on it. Like he said it's meh. It just like every other Spider-Man game, I don't get the hype. And I can agree with his opinion on that. Some people might disagree with me in Retro Fusion, but I agree with Retro Fusion on that. Once you play one, you play them all. Some people can say that about Gears. Some people say once you play one Gears, you play them all. Some people can say that. That's their opinion. That's their opinion. I like Gears. I mean, I see differences in from Gears 1 game to Gears 5. There's differences. Yes, it's going to have some of the same shooting mechanics, point, hide and click, hide and shoot or whatever. But it brings different things all the time to their games. They have new characters they add to it, new storylines they add to it. There's different things they add to Gears. You know what I mean? So, that's why I keep liking Gears. You know what I mean? That's my opinion on that. Nothing with the Sony logo will enter my crib. Got you, Hydra. Got you. All right, man. Hey, straight up, man. Facts, brother. Facts, man. I appreciate your opinion. You're just like Sega Forever. He won't never own another PlayStation again. Our brother Tuckmaster won't never own another PlayStation again. I can't disagree with you on that. I really can't. I have OG PlayStations. I'm actually getting ready to sell an OG PlayStation to my friend. He wants a PlayStation. I said, all right, man, I got you. He's going to give me like, I gave him some loose games, a couple loose games. He's going to give me like $70. I got an OG PlayStation for him for $70. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I own like a couple of them. I would go to these Goodwills, guys. I'm not playing with you guys. Look, I would go to these flea markets and Goodwills, and there were people selling PlayStation 1s for $5. $5 with the controller and the hookups. They just didn't want to take them back home. I mean, you might have some people that might sell them for $10. I got a couple PlayStations, man. I'm not lying to you guys. I bought a PlayStation 1 at the Goodwill. I think it was 10. I bought a regular PlayStation 1 at the flea market. It was $5. Had all the hookups. I bought another PlayStation. It's called the PlayStation 1, the little mini one. Guys, you know what I'm talking about, guys? The little mini one looks like I don't know, it kind of looks like a little, how do I say this? It kind of looks like a little dish. It's like rounded like that. It's pretty rounded, pretty cool. And it had the screen with it. Little screen you hook up to it, called the PS1. Had a controller with it. And the plugs. And this dude, this scruffy looking dude had it out in the hot sun. I'm like, damn, bro, how much you want for that? Oh, I'll take, will you give me 10? I said, it doesn't work? Yeah, it does, man. I said, why you have it in the heat like this, man? It's bearing down on the system. I'll give you $10 for it. It better work. So I took it home. Lo and behold, it did work. It worked. Now, will you lift the screen up? It's a little where you lift the screen up, right down the bottom that fastens the screen. It's a little cracked. The screen's not cracked at all. It's where you lift it up at that has a crack and a little plastic missing right there. but the screen works fine. I got that for $10. I shit you not. I got that for $10, and he left a game in there. I don't know if he remembered the game was in there, but he left Tekken, I think it was Tekken 1 in there, or Tekken 2. I guess he didn't think about it. And it came with the game for $10 at a flea market. This was a long time ago, maybe 8 years ago. This was a long time ago. But I own it. You know what I mean? I would find PlayStations, guys, for cheap, $5, $8. The weird numbers, $8, $10, with all the stuff with it. With all the stuff with it. You know, and I would just take them, clean them up, resell them. I resold them. That's how I got a lot of my import Sega Saturn games. I would clean them up, take them to my exchange, maybe add a few games here and there. I'd find games for like $2, $3, like even $1. I'm talking about games for $1 in the case and everything. Clean them all up, take it up, and get like $80 in trade. And use that $80 to buy what I want. Xbox games, Saturn games, import games, different stuff like that. A lot of my collection, there's some I pay for, but a lot of my collection you guys see that I show when I do collection videos, a lot of those games were on trade. Believe it or not, a lot of those games were on trade that I traded with my exchange, bro. Now some of those games are worth, like, I think the one game I have for Sega Saturn, the Contra game, that's over $180 right now. It's almost up to $200. I looked on eBay. This one dude wanted $235 for that Contra game on Sega Saturn. He wanted $235 on eBay, guys. I'm telling him, I shit you not. Go look it up. It might not. It might still be there, but he wanted $235. I got it on a trade. You know, I've had these games for years, guys. Years. Yeah, it's a shame Sony is going backwards. They are. PS Portal is RIP off. Yeah, man. I don't even Retrofusion. We don't even need to talk about that, man. That's an epic fail. You can't even take it out of the house. I got a Switch. You could take the Switch. At least you could take the Switch out of the house and play the damn thing. You can't even take that anywhere and play it. That's terrible, man. What kind of ingenuity is that for a PlayStation Portable? You can't even take it out of the house. You have to be in the house and play it. Come on, man. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. What's up, Mr. Kima? How you doing, brother? Mr. Kima in the building. I love the Peru. Yeah. The Japanese PS1 games. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep. Shouting out the chat. What's up, everybody? Mr. Kima in the building. Bob, I'm Breezy. Thank you guys for coming. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. Just going through the chat real quick. Black Desert has a fantastic character creation system. Yeah, and that's one thing, brother Viking Lord. And please come back to the show and join all of us in our Xbox show. These are true podcasts that we do. We are true Xbox guys. Come and join me and Unlimited, Hebot, and the Exile podcast with my brother Don King of Xrock, Ebot X when we do it, and the Outlaws of Xbox with me on my channel, brother, and even the Lions Den with Tuckmaster. He knows what he's talking about. He's a little different entity. He's got his own swag and style. But check out even our brother, Tuckmaster, and of course our Hawaiian brother Sega Forever. Support Sega Forever, man. He's been out here in these gaming streets, guys, for a long time. He knows what he's talking about. He has all different views on gaming. He's very knowledgeable. So big shout out to my Hawaiian brother, Aloha, to my brother Sega Forever, man. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm glad you guys came. You guys had spitting some facts out here in the chat, man. It's really good to see you. Mr. Viking Warlord, brother, thank you for joining me. I'm Breezy, my brother. Please come back. I appreciate all you. T Reaper was in the building, man. Yeah, man, I got to get back. We're gonna. There he is. There he is. There's my brother Sega Forever. What's up, Sega Forever? What's up, brother? He said, finally a true Xbox podcast. Boom. What's up, brother? Hey, well, if you're still listening, Sega Forever, I keep it real. I keep it real, man. I'm not gonna hold nothing back. I keep it real, man. Later, Sega man. Later, everyone. Later, Retro Fusion. I keep it real, Sega Forever. And listen, invite me, brother. Invite me Friday. Invite me Friday. I will be there. If I'm at work and you're still on, I'm Eastern time. So 11 p.m. Eastern time. It depends on when you do it. I work till 11. Just send me the link, Sega Forever. I'll join. Just send it through Instagram or whatever you want, Instagram or Facebook. I will be there. I want to be there, brother. I will be there supporting you on Friday. It might be Friday night, brother, but I will be there. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Lad, thank you guys for joining me, man. All you guys rock. Happy 2024 Xbox True gamers out there, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your week, man. Look forward to all the great games that are going to be coming in Ultimate Game Pass. And remember, man, thanks. Yeah, I'll be there. I will be there, Sega Forever. You guys have a great day, man. I will see you guys later. We got a lot to look forward to in 2024. Can't wait to see that Hellblade, brother. That Hellblade 2 is going to be a masterpiece. It's going to be a showpiece. It's going to be a showpiece for the Xbox Series X, man. And I'm going to say it again. I don't diss people that like the PlayStation. If you're a true PlayStation fan, that's fine. What's up, Other Zinc? You always coming at the last minute, man. Shouts out to my brother, Other Zinc, spending time with his family. Happy New Year to you, my good brother. Hope to have you on soon again. We love the knowledge that you spit out here in the Xbox gaming community. That's another one that's a general out here in these streets, man, is Other Zinc, brother. Other Zinc. Much respect to Other Zinc, man. A true Xbox diehard fan. Peace and love, guys. Xbox for life. We don't die, we multiply. And remember, baby, we're always eating good over here. And remember, there is definitely no power greater than X. Peace.